Hey, I'm Mark Evan Kelly here with Northeast Alabama Sports. We got John Holden. We just finished watching one of the best high school football games that you could here in the semifinals between Plainview and Anniston. Anniston comes back, wins it in the last seconds after Plainview had been down at the second half by 2 scores and come back and taking the lead. John, what did you think of the game?
One of the greatest high school football games that I've seen. I've been doing this, my entire life, and this is as great as it gets, especially when you consider what was at stake here. I mean, this was the North Alabama Championship game in 4A, birth to the 4A state championship game for the Super 7 next week on the line, back and forth. The resiliency, no quit in Plainview, no quit in Anniston at all. It's a shame. I know it's an old cliche, but it's the same. It's that saying that it's a shame that anybody had to lose the game. Right. Certainly true here. Have to take your hats off, not only to Rico Jackson and his staff from Anniston, great coach ball game, but also to Coach Dale Pruitt and Plainview, very well coached ball club as well. Everything you want in high school football we had here tonight. Big crowd, great bands, great fan support, great coaches, great teams, great individual effort. It was just a wonderful night. What about these 2 quarterbacks tonight?
Oh, man. Damon Pope and Owen Hope. The Pope of Calhoun County, as they call him.
That may be what they call him. One of the great individual performances in Anniston High School history. And that's saying a lot with some of the great quarterbacks Anniston's had through the years. But also Hope, you know it's coming. Here's the thing about that. With Owen Hope, you know it's coming, and you still can't stop it a lot of the time.
Right. I mean, by the way, this is John Holder here. Probably knows more about high school sports than anybody knows about themselves, okay? One of the greatest minds here. Not only knows high school, but college. It's always a pleasure to talk football with you. And John's kind of taken me under his wing since I've gotten here. A New Yorker, didn't know anything about Alabama high school football, but I've learned from the best here. So thank you very much for what you've done.
Kind words, but all you need to know about high school football in Alabama is right here in Rainsville, Alabama tonight. This is what it's all about. Small town, high school football, big stakes, huge. Black Friday, they're going to remember this one for a long time. Unfortunately for the Rainsville folks, they're going to remember this for a long time. But, boy, they're going to remember this in Anniston for a long time as well. The Bulldogs making their way to their 3rd state championship game in history. They're 2-0.
Yeah,
89 and 94.
Yep.
Yeah, so they've got a chance to do it again next week in Birmingham.
And now we had talked about DeKalb County and Calhoun County, the kind of power is switching back and forth. Plainview in 4A. Last year was the first year. Struggled a little bit at the beginning of the year last year, but toward the end of the year, they really were playing very good. I thought if they would have gotten the playoffs last year, they could have made some noise. This year, what a difference and improvement. Same group of guys, but they've really fed off of Jeremy and Dale Pruitt. And you can tell they're just a product of their coaching. And they're very physical. They play very disciplined, and you could see that tonight. Were you surprised a little bit at how they came back in the second half after they had fallen behind?
No, not with the Dale Pruitt team. As a matter of fact, 26-14, late 3rd quarter, Anniston in the lead, and you kind of felt like if Anniston could get a stop, if they could get one more defensive stop and get the ball, they might have a chance to shut it down. But give Plainview all the credit. Plainview drives it right down the field, long drive, physical drive, gets in the end zone, cuts it to 26-21, and basically turned the momentum all the way around for the next quarter. Anniston really didn't get the momentum back at all until that last minute of the game when they took the ball over at the Plainview 35, 1:13 to go. And what a gutsy call by Rico Jackson. No timeouts. You're sitting there with about, 18 seconds to go in the game, something like that. And they call a quarterback draw. Up the middle, a quarterback draw. If he gets anything besides a touchdown, the game's over. And DJ Pope gets into the end zone for the touchdown with 4.3 seconds to go. Anniston wins the game.
And we had it where Plainview took the lead. It's 29-26, and then Anniston driving, and they turn the ball over. They fumble. Plainview gets the ball back with maybe about 3.5 minutes left to go. And then Anniston blocked the punt, gives them the ball right back at the 35-yard line. And Damon Pope, just for his ability to get away from would-be tacklers, I know that almost sack that they had were really, linebacker came on undebated, almost got him, but Pope got away and went up. That's what Plainview just couldn't make up for him scrambling and getting those yards.
I think the folks from Rainsville, unfortunately for the Plainview fans, they kind of got a taste of like a Johnny Mansell type guy tonight.
Yeah.
Where's number 2? And he will have. There will be folks from Rainsville that will be talking about that number 2 from Anniston for a long time.
Yeah, but I mean, for Plainview, I mean, what a great effort. It was a great game for both. This school's got so much to be proud of. Their basketball team lost in a similar way in their 4A championship game in February. Breaks your heart, kind of, to see both those things out of that, both games. And see, the kids and parents, it gets emotional here. This is what you play for. You play for these opportunities. You get this far, and you lose this way. It kind of breaks your heart. But got a great community here. Got a great school. Got a great, Nick Ledbetter, who gave out the Postgame, great guy. So many people here have done so much. To have the home game here, look at it, great field, great colors, looks great, and for me, I'm really proud just to be able to do it and take part in it. And from a guy from New York who doesn't know high school football, this is as good as it gets.
That's what it's all about.
Thank you, John.
Thank you, Mark. Good to see you.